On the afternoon of July 7th, in Jinan, Shandong Province, and other places, the sky was suddenly covered with dark clouds, and there were strong winds and heavy rain. Local wind gusts were above level 10. Netizens described the scene as like the end of the world. After the storm, there were fallen trees everywhere, and the scene was chaotic. More than a dozen provinces, including Shandong, Henan, Anhui, Jiangsu, and others have experienced extremely high temperatures for days, with the highest temperature in many cities exceeding 40 degrees. On the afternoon of July 7th, strong convection suddenly occurred in many places in Shandong, Henan, Anhui, and Jiangsu, which were hot and humid. Jinan was directly covered by thunderclouds. The urban area was suddenly covered by dark clouds, accompanied by thunderstorm gusts of level 7 to 9 and local gusts of more than level 10. Video footage showed heavy rain falling like a waterfall outside the glass window, and the streets were immediately flooded. On the streets, many trees in the park were uprooted, the roofs of simple plank houses were blown away, and some vehicles were blown away and damaged. A man from Tianqiao District, Jinan City, told mainland media that in the market where he was, the rain was not light at first, but the wind was very strong. Roofs were blown away, many billboards were blown away, and some outdoor air conditioners were also blown away. The video provided by the man showed that the strong wind gradually increased, and debris flew into the air, and from time to time large pieces of roofing materials of simple plank houses were blown to the ground. During this rainstorm, the Jinan University station recorded 51.2 millimeters of rainfall from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. As of 5 p.m. on July 7th, Shandong's rainfall that day reached 508.4 million cubic meters, equivalent to 424 damming lakes. The heaviest rainfall occurred in Lixianzhuang, Yunqing County, Henan City, with 72.5 millimeters of rainfall. Accompanied by heavy rain, the temperature plummeted in many places in Shandong. The temperature in Jinan dropped from nearly 35 degrees Celsius to more than 20 degrees Celsius in an hour, a drop of more than 12 degrees Celsius. The topic heavy rain in Jinan became a hot topic on Weibo. Some netizens complained, "The sky is leaking. This rain is too scary. Is this the end of the world in Jinan? Help! It's so scary. So many trees have fallen." One netizen said, "Seeing the fallen trees along the road makes me realize how insignificant humans are in the face of nature." At 1600 hours, the Shandong Provincial Meteorological Observatory continued to issue an orange high temperature warning. The highest temperature on the 8th is expected to be around 37 degrees Celsius in Henan, Jining, Binzhou, and central Shandong, 28 to 31 degrees Celsius in the southern coastal areas, and 32 to 35 degrees Celsius in other areas. Just a day ago, convective clouds spread over many places in Wuhan, Hubei, and Shenzhen, with strong winds, with yellow sand flying in the sky. Among them, a magnitude 13 storm occurred in Huangjiajian, Nyoto Mountain, causing trees to fall, roads to collapse, ditches and road shoulders to be washed away, and road traffic was disrupted. At 1642, the Shenzhen Meteorological Observatory raised the severe convective warning signal to red. Wind gusts exceeding 120 kilometers per hour tore through the city, uprooting trees, toppling power lines, and sending debris flying through the streets. In some areas, visibility dropped to less than 50 meters. The storm intensified rapidly, with lightning strikes recorded at a rate of over 200 per hour across the region. The storm's fury was most evident in the city's infrastructure. In the Tianqiao District, a section of the elevated Jingshu Road collapsed under the weight of accumulated water and debris, causing a multi-vehicle pileup that left at least 12 injured. Emergency responders worked through the night to extract trapped passengers and redirect traffic. In the Huayin district, the roof of a logistics warehouse was torn off by the wind, scattering cargo across a 300-meter radius. Meanwhile, in the historic Baotou Spring Park, centuries-old trees were uprooted, and several pavilions suffered structural damage. By 4 p.m., over 120,000 residents were without electricity. The Jinan Power Grid Corporation reported that more than 60 substations had been affected by lightning strikes and wind damage. Mobile networks were also disrupted, particularly in the eastern suburbs, where down towers left thousands unable to contact emergency services. Hospitals switched to backup generators, and the Jinan Yaoqiang International Airport suspended all flights for 6 hours due to runway flooding and poor visibility. The storm dumped an estimated 78 millimeters of rain in just under 2 hours, overwhelming the city's drainage systems. Streets in the Tianqiao and Shandong districts turned into rivers, with water levels reaching waist height in some underpasses. Videos circulating on social media showed cars floating down main roads and pedestrians wading through murky floodwaters. In the low-lying village of Beiyuan, residents were evacuated by inflatable boats as the Shaoqing River breached its banks. Local authorities reported that over 1,500 people were displaced by the flooding, with temporary shelters set up in schools and community centers. Despite the chaos, stories of courage and resilience emerged. Firefighters rescued a group of kindergarten children trapped in a flooded school bus on Jingshu East Road. In another instance, a retired army medic waded through chest-deep water to deliver insulin to a stranded diabetic patient. The Jinan Emergency Management Bureau deployed over 3,000 personnel, including police, firefighters, and medical teams. Drones equipped with thermal imaging were used to locate stranded individuals on rooftops and in submerged vehicles. Experts from the China Meteorological Administration attributed the storm to a powerful cold vortex system that had descended from Inner Mongolia, colliding with warm, moist air from the East China Sea. This interaction created a highly unstable atmosphere over Shandong Province, triggering severe convective activity. According to Dr. Lu Wan, a senior meteorologist at Shandong University, the storm was intensified by a rare convergence of upper-level jet streams and surface-level humidity. It's the kind of setup we typically see once every 10 to 15 years. Preliminary estimates suggest that the storm caused over 1.2 billion yen, approximate $165 million in damages. This includes losses to public infrastructure, private property, agriculture, and commercial operations. The Jinan municipal government has pledged emergency funds and announced a 3-day suspension of non-essential services to focus on recovery. Local businesses, particularly in the retail and hospitality sectors, reported significant losses due to flooding and power outages. Farmers in the outskirts of Jinan expressed concern over crop damage, especially to corn and soybean fields that were nearing harvest. Tragically, the storm claimed at least 6 lives, including a delivery driver struck by a falling tree and an elderly woman who drowned in her basement apartment. A candlelight vigil was held in Quanqing Square, where hundreds gathered to honor those lost and express solidarity with affected families. Volunteers distributed food, water, and blankets to displaced residents, while local artists painted murals of resilience and hope on storm-damaged walls. Urban planners and meteorologists are calling for a renewed focus on climate adaptation, including improved drainage systems, early warning infrastructure, and public education on extreme weather preparedness. Mayor Zhang Yufeng addressed the city in a televised statement. This storm has reminded us of nature's power and our shared responsibility to protect one another. We will rebuild stronger together.